Good afternoon. You may now be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues and friends, I am Dilip Jeste, President of the American Psychiatric Association, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this 57th Convocation of Fellows of the APA. Before we begin, let me ask that you please silence your cell phones. Dr. Jeffrey Lieberman, our President-elect, will lead the ceremony conferring Distinguished Life Fellowship and the induction of Distinguished Fellows of the Association. Dr. Lieberman.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jeste, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to lead the ceremonies of the induction of the Distinguished Life and Fellows this evening. Will the Distinguished Life Fellows please stand? A Distinguished Life Fellow is a distinguished fellow whose age and years of active membership equal 95. A Distinguished Life Fellow has all the rights of a Distinguished Fellow. You who have been our friends and mentors, who have rendered so much inspiration and example, deserve all the gratitude and honor which we now bestow upon you in pronouncing you Distinguished Life Fellows of the American Psychiatric Association. Thank you. You may be seated. Will the Distinguished Fellows please stand? Previously inducted Distinguished Fellows are also invited to stand and repeat your pledge if you would like to. Distinguished Fellows are chosen from among those members who have been general members or fellows for at least 8 years and who have made a significant contribution to our profession. I attest that each candidate whose name is presented at this convocation has satisfied all the requirements for distinguished fellowship as set forth in our bylaws, and that his or her credentials have been scrutinized by the membership committees and councils of the district branches and by the membership committee and the trustees of our association. Distinguished Fellows, you are aware that the objectives of our association are to improve the prevention of psychiatric illness, to improve the treatment and foster recovery with those with psychiatric disorders, and to engender hope and to improve the quality of life for those with intellectual disability. In addition, our association strives to promote research and professional education in psychiatry in all allied fields, to advance the standards of all psychiatric services and facilities, to foster the cooperation of all who are concerned with the medical, psychological, social, and legal aspects of mental health and illness, to make the psychiatric knowledge available to other practitioners of medicine, other scientists, and the public, and to promote the best interests of patients and those actually or potentially making use of mental health services. Knowing these objectives, do you now voluntarily accept distinguished fellowship in our association and pledge yourselves to work toward its objectives to the utmost of your ability? If so, please say, "I do." I will now read the Pledge of Distinguished Fellowship. Please turn your attention to the screens on either side and read the pledge along with me. Together. I will faithfully dedicate myself, above all, to the welfare of my patients, to maintain the dignity of my profession, the practice of medicine, to supplement my own judgment with the wisdom and counsel of specialists in other fields other than my own, to render assistance willingly to my own colleagues, to be generous in giving professional aid to the unfortunate, to enhance my knowledge by continuing study, by attendance at meetings of my professional colleagues, by association with physicians of eminence, and by freely exchanging experience and opinion with my colleagues. I further pledge to avoid commercialism in my professional life, to refrain from seeking the public eye for self-aggrandizement, to set fees commensurate with my services, and to adjust them to the circumstances of my patients, and to avoid any financial practice whatsoever that might debase my profession. Thank you. Be it therefore known to all concerned, your colleagues have assessed your scientific attainments, your dedication to your profession, and your contributions to the public good. They have judged these to be of such excellence that they have recommended you for advancement to distinguished fellowship, the highest membership status which this association confers. This convocation is to celebrate your advancement. Your presence here signifies your acceptance of this honor and the lifetime obligation it entails. It is our great pleasure to pronounce each of you a distinguished fellow of the American Psychiatric Association and to wish you ongoing success as you continued in this new capacity to advance your science and the welfare of mankind. You may now put on your distinguished fellowship medallions. Congratulations, and please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Lieberman. I am pleased to recognize our newly elected fellows and life fellows. A fellow of the APA must have been a general member for at least 5 years and be certified by the American Board of Psychiatry and Neurology, Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada, or the American Osteopathic Association. Nominations are reviewed by the membership committee and formally approved by the Board of Trustees. This year, we are welcoming 373 new fellows and 75 new life fellows. Their names are listed in the program. Congratulations to each of you. "200 men and women who joined the APA in 1963 attend 50 years of membership in the association this year. Their names are also listed in the program. Congratulations. In addition, 13 were elected to APA International Distinguished Fellowship in 2012. Congratulations to all of them. This is the 41st annual William C. Menninger Memorial Convocation Lecture. Dr. Will Menninger was the distinguished 78th president of the APA, who, among his many contributions to the organization and to our profession, established the practice of a formal convocation. We are pleased to have with us in the audience this evening members of the Menninger family. Thank you for joining us and welcome. I now have the privilege of presenting many important awards tonight before this evening's convocation lecture. I ask you to join me in honoring our profession and the award recipients whose achievements have advanced our field. We take pride in their accomplishments. I'm privileged to present special presidential commendations to recognize individuals whose efforts on behalf of science, health, and psychiatry have been exemplary. Leadership makes a tremendous difference to our field, and personally, I have admired all of the awardees for their contributions to psychiatry. The first commendation is presented to Dr. George S. Alexopoulos. Please join me at the podium. This commendation was presented in recognition of your seminal contributions to research, training, and clinical care in geriatric psychiatry. The next presidential commendation will be for Dr. Peter F. Buckley. Dr. Buckley, please join me at the podium. Peter, in recognition of your exemplary leadership as an academician, teacher, clinician, and administrator, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends to you this presidential commendation. Congratulations. The next one, Dr. Kenneth G. Bush, please join me at the podium. Ken, in recognition of your extensive and selfless service to the APA and to global psychiatry, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends to you this presidential commendation. Dr. Paramjit K. Joshi, please join me at the podium. Paramjit, in recognition of your commitment to quality clinical care, training, and research in child psychiatry, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends to you this special presidential commendation. Congratulations. Dr. Louis L. Judd, please join me at the podium. I should mention personally that in addition to other things, Dr. Judd has been my friend, philosopher, guide, and chair for the last 25 years. So, Lou, in recognition of your lifelong contributions to psychiatric research, training, clinical care, and public service, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends to you this special presidential commendation. Dr. Paul R. McHugh is unfortunately not able to be here this evening, but I would like to read the inscription on his plaque. In recognition of his lifelong contributions to the intellectual development of the field of psychiatry, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends the special presidential commendation to Dr. Paul R. McHugh. Dr. Henry A. Nasrallah, please join me at the podium. Henry, in recognition of your phenomenal contributions to research on understanding and treating schizophrenia, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends to you this special presidential commendation. Congratulations. Dr. Roger Peel, please join me at the podium. Roger, in recognition of your decades of extraordinary service to the APA Assembly, Board, and membership, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends to you this special presidential commendation.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Dr. Charles F. Reynolds III, please join me at the podium. Chip, in recognition of your pioneering research in sleep and mood disorders in late life, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends to you this special presidential commendation.
Thank you, George.
Congratulations. Dr. Laura W. Roberts, would you please join me at the podium? Laura, in recognition of your leadership in bioethics, psychiatric training, and neuroscience, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends to you this special presidential commendation. Congratulations. The final commendation is presented to Dr. James H. Scully, Jr. Jay, please join me at the podium. Jay, in recognition of your lifelong service to the field of psychiatry, including leadership of the APA, the American Psychiatric Association hereby extends to you this special presidential commendation. Thank you. Now, it is a special privilege for me to present the Distinguished Service Awards, which were established by the APA Board of Trustees in 1964 to honor individuals who have contributed exceptionally meritorious service to the field of psychiatry and/or to the American Psychiatric Association. Dr. Ronald M. Bird, will you join me at the podium? Dr. Bird is being recognized for his extensive work with CPT coding. As chairperson of the APA Committee on RBRVS, codes and reimbursements, and as an APA representative to AMA's RBRVS Update Committee, he continues to educate psychiatrists about the importance of accurate coding and works tirelessly to ensure that psychiatrists are fairly reimbursed for their work. Ron, in recognition of notable contributions and service to the field of psychiatry and the American Psychiatric Association, it's my honor to present you with this Distinguished Service Award.
much.
Dr. David J. Kupfer, please join me at the podium. Dr. Kupfer is accepting this award on behalf of and in recognition of the extensive contributions of all the individuals involved in the DSM-5 development process. As chair of the DSM-5 task force, Dr. Kupfer led the development process, which involved the work of the task force, 13 work groups, several committees, the assembly, and the board of trustees, as well as extensive public feedback. Actually, I am going to suggest that all the members of the board of trustees, assembly, the task force, work group, and any of the committees who contributed to the DSM-5, please stand up, because this award is being given on behalf of the APA to all of you. And this really reflects the enormous amount of teamwork that went into the formation of the DSM-5. So I would like to see all of the board, assembly, work group, task force, review committee members to please stand up. So in recognition of these notable contributions, the American Psychiatric Association, it is my honor to present to you with this distinguished award. People are a bit shy to say. Congratulations. Now it is my privilege to present the Organizational Distinguished Service Award, which was established by the APA Board of Trustees in 1964 to honor an organization which has contributed exceptionally meritorious service to the field of psychiatry and or the American Psychiatric Association. This year, the award is being presented to the John A. Hartford Foundation. Corey Reeder, the executive director of the Hartford Foundation, is here to accept the award. Will you please join me at the podium? Founded in 1929, the John A. Hartford Foundation is a committed champion of healthcare training, research, and service system innovations that will ensure the well-being and vitality of older adults. Its mission is to improve the health of older Americans. Today, the foundation is America's leading philanthropy with a sustained interest in aging and health, including mental health. In recognition of the notable contribution and service to the field of psychiatry and the American Psychiatric Association, it is my honor to present this Organizational Distinguished Award to the John A. Hartford Foundation.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
So sweet of you.
Now, I would like to recognize and acknowledge the excellent work of the chairs of the APA award board committees and also the tireless work of the APA membership committee chaired by Dr. Joseph Rubin. Dr. Rubin, will you please stand up? Thank you. Thanks to all of you. Now, switching to the other APA awards for 2013, starting with the Blanche F. Ittleson Award for Research in Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. This award is being given to Dr. J. N. Geed. Dr. Geed, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Geed, I am pleased to present this award to you for your outstanding research on the mental health of children and adolescents. Congratulations. These awards are mixed, but don't worry. It is an honor to present the first APA Hartford Geste Award for future leaders in geriatric psychiatry. This new award recognizes an early career geriatric psychiatrist who has made noteworthy contributions to enhancing the field of geriatric psychiatry through excellence in research, teaching, clinical practice, and community service, and has demonstrated the potential to develop into a future leader in the field. The very first recipient of this award is Dr. Carmen Andrescu. Would you please join me at the podium? Dr. Andrescu, I am pleased to present this award to you for your noteworthy contributions enhancing the field of geriatric psychiatry through excellence in research, teaching, clinical practice, and community service. There is some mix-up in the award. So yours goes to G and this comes to you. Congratulations. Now, I am honored to present this year APA Kemp Fund Award for Research Development in Psychobiological Psychiatry to senior researcher Dr. Bruce E. Wexler and junior researcher Dr. Thorold Surti. Will you both please join me at the podium? Dr. Wexler, this Mentor Award is presented to you in recognition of your research excellence in psychobiological, psychological, and sociological causes and treatment of schizophrenia. Congratulations. Wait,
Thank you.
Dr. Surti, this Menti Award is presented to you in recognition of your exceptional promise in psychiatric research. Congratulations. Thank you. This year, the committee selected 6 individuals to receive APA Lilly Resident Research Awards. The recipients are Doctors Jatinder M. Chawla, Sean X. Luo, Shirley M. Rajan, Sophia Wong, Zimri Yasin, and Ishita Zalpuri. Will you all please join me at the podium? This award is being given to each of you in recognition of the outstanding research you have undertaken during residency training. Congratulations. Chawla. Okay. Luo. Shirley Raj. Sophie Wong. This year's Agnes Purcell McGovern Award for a distinguished career in child and adolescent psychiatry is awarded to Dr. John F. McDermott. Unfortunately, Dr. McDermott is unable to attend, so I will accept the award on his behalf, which is given in recognition of his outstanding contribution to teaching, research, and care for children and adolescents. The Agnes Purcell McGovern Award for Prevention is awarded to Dr. Gabrielle A. Carlson, who is also unable to be here. So I will accept the award on her behalf, which is given in recognition of her outstanding contributions to the prevention of mental disorder in children and adolescents. It is now my honor to present the Isaac Ray Award to Dr. Richard Ciccone. Dr. Ciccone, will you please join me at the podium? This award is being presented to you for your outstanding contributions to forensic psychiatry. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. And finally, I am pleased to present the Jack Weinberg Memorial Award for Geriatric Psychiatry to Dr. Peter V. Rebens. Dr. Rebens, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Rebens, this award is presented to you for your many outstanding contributions to geriatric psychiatry. My congratulations to you. Congratulations. Please join me again in a round of applause to all of tonight's inductees and award winners. Congratulations.